Hello everyone, it's Mr. Kane. This is this week's first reading video. It is called Billy's Birthday Present. I would like you to listen to the story first of all, as always, and then we'll talk about some questions you can answer afterwards. Here we go.
Once upon a time, long ago, there was a boy called Billy. The story I'm going to tell you happened on Billy's birthday. Billy was 6 years old, and all day people had been coming to his house bringing presents. In the afternoon there'd been a party with yet more presents, and by the end of the day Billy had so many wonderful new toys that he couldn't decide which one to play with next. In the evening, when everyone had gone home, Billy sat on the floor looking at the front door. He was waiting for his granddad to come. Billy knew his granddad would come. Granddad always came on his birthday, and every year he brought Billy a special present. Last year, Granddad had brought a gleaming red bike, and Billy couldn't wait to find out what this year's special present would be. There was a knock on the door. "Happy birthday, Billy," said Grandad. "What have you bought me, Grandad?" said Billy. "I've bought you something very special," said Grandad. "Something that you're going to love. Something you can keep for the rest of your life." But Billy couldn't see any present. Grandad didn't seem to be holding anything in his hands. "Where is it?" said Billy. "I want to see my special present." "Your present is a story," said Grandad. Billy was angry and disappointed. "I don't want a story," he said. "I want a proper present. How can a story be a present?" "If you listen carefully, you'll find out," said Grandad. "I don't want to listen carefully," said Billy. "A story can't be a present. I want a present I can pick up and play with. A story's a rubbish present." "That's a pity," said Grandad, "because if you did listen to it, this story might turn out to be the best present you've ever had." "I don't want it," said Billy. "I'm not going to listen to it." Grandad just smiled and started the story. Once upon a time... "I'm not listening," said Billy, and he covered his ears with his hands. But Grandad kept going. He just kept telling his story, and after a while, Billy took his hands away from his ears. Even though he was still angry, he found himself listening. It was a good story, a very good story. And as he was listening to it, Billy's imagination started to work. In his imagination, Billy could see mountains and rivers. He could see an old house on the edge of a forest where a wicked witch lived. In his imagination, he could hear a baby crying, and he could smell the smoke which poured from a dragon's nose. And Billy found that the story made him feel things too. He felt sad and angry when the dragon helped the witch to steal a baby, and happy when the baby's mother fought the witch and rescued the child. When the story finished, Billy was very still. He was thinking about a dragon and a witch and a frightened baby crying in its mother's arms. "Thank you, Grandad," he said. "It's a good story. It's a good present." All this happened a long time ago. I know exactly how Billy felt when he heard that story, because Billy was me. Yeah, that's right. I'm Billy. And a long time ago, on my 6th birthday, my granddad told me a story. I'm an old man now, and I've treasured that story and kept it in my head for 70 years. All those new toys I was given that day, Well, they all got lost or thrown away, but I've still got that story, and it's as fresh and new as the day I first heard it. I've got a grandson of my own now, and tomorrow's his 6th birthday. I'm planning to give him a very special present. What do you think his special present will be?
So there you have it, everyone. That was Billy's birthday present. I hope you enjoyed it. So as always, there are some questions for you to answer now. Now, some of these are retrieval questions where you can find the answer in the text. Some of them are inference questions where you have to think about what the answer could be using clues from the text. But some of them this week ask you to draw upon your own experiences and think about your own opinions. So here they are. Remember, there are copies of the text and the questions in the Year 2 reading folder. The first question is, what 2 words in the text are used to describe how Billy felt when Grandad said his birthday present was a story? So look in the text and you'll be able to find that one. And now an inference question, why do you think Billy felt this way? Question 3, who is telling the story to us? And we do get told this towards the end, don't we? Question 4, what evidence is there in the text that Billy likes the story now? So there's probably going to be more than one bit of evidence here. I wonder how many bits of evidence you can come up with that shows that Billy likes the story now. Question 5, and this is where you've really got to think about using your own thoughts. Do you think it was a good present? Yes or no? Maybe you think a little bit of both. And can you explain your answer? So why was it a good present or why was it not a good present? Question 6, thinking about your own experiences now, what do you think is the best present that you can give someone else and why? And then question 7, what has this story taught you? Don't forget, when you're doing your write-up, it's an excellent chance for you to practice your 5-star sentences, your capital letters, your punctuation, your correct spelling, your use of your kinetic letters, and checking that your writing makes sense. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to email us your answers. We love looking at them. Thank you. Bye for now.